Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so yet, like and subscribe for more videos like this. Today we're going to talk about the e.l.f. concealer. This is like everything everybody's talking about right now on social media. So I decided to give it a try. I'm going to tell you first and foremost, I don't like Shape Tape. I never did. I tried Shape Tape. I think it's way too drying. I think it dries way too fast, and there's no time to really smear it out and blend it out. If you put it on under both eyes, by the time you finish one eye and you get to the next eye, there's no time to blend it out. It's already dried. So I don't like Shape Tape, and this is supposed to be a dupe for Shape Tape. So this is the only reservation I have with this particular concealer. But I will tell you the other concealers that I have used. I have used the Laura Geller, the Real Deal concealer. I didn't like it. I have used and been using for years the MAC Pro Long Wear concealer. The pump is not that great. It pumps out way too much. But I do like this. And if you're wondering, I'm in a shade NW20. Just for reference, if you're seeing if you're around my shade range. And the newest one that I've tried that I'm still trying to figure out is the Clé de Peau. And this one's $70. So this one's on the extremely high end. This is going to be a test because if it does settle in fine lines and wrinkles, I will be able to tell you this is an honest review. I'm not getting paid to say this. I bought this with my own money. This was $6. So getting back to the color on this. So the color I chose was Fair Beige. And just being honest, I just looked at the color chart and was like, well, this looks about my shade range, so I'm going to get it. The last time I got the e.l.f. Regular concealer, it was the Peach Medium or Medium Peach or something like that. Something with peach in the name. And it was pretty much the color that I needed. I just didn't, I didn't get that one again because peachy tones seem to be more on the red tone side. And as you can see, I have a lot of redness in my face. You can see I have a lot of pores on my chin. I always have redness underneath my nose. And I have like just redness throughout my face. So to combat the redness, I would rather not get a peachy tone. So I just got the Fair Beige and we'll see how that works. All right. I'm going to do a full face of makeup. And I'm going to kind of like fast forward it. And until I get to the concealer, then I'll slow it down so you can see the application. So here we go. I'm going to start with some primer, Rare Beauty. I have just like a little tiny bit left. As you can see, it's almost all gone of the Forever Dior. It's one of my favorites. And this is in the shade 20. And by the way, I always put foundation on before I put on my concealer every single time. I never put concealer on first. Here we go. And I did get the hydrating one, FYI, if I didn't say that before. Because you know, if you have mature skin, you have those Nigel eyes. If you don't know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the movie Rio, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you've seen the movie Rio, you know who Nigel is. And if you have his eyes, you know. Here we go. I'm going to just do here, here. This is the new Snatched concealer way. I'm gonna try it out. And I never use a brush to do concealer. I always do a beauty blender. Zoe, what is it? It didn't quite take all the redness off. I'm going to put a little bit more under my nose. Zoe, wait a minute. Oh, I do like to put concealer on the top of my lids just because it's pretty veiny. And I don't really like to see the veins through it, through my makeup. So I try and conceal that. So I will say this, the color is fine. So if you are in the shade NW20 for MAC Pro Longwear, then the e.l.f., the hydrating one, will work for you. The fair beige, it will work because it doesn't look like it's too light and it doesn't look too dark. It looks right. So, as far as I can see right now, I don't see any creasing. I don't see anything. I have a line underneath my eyes. I don't see it settling there. But we have not put finishing powder yet. So let's try that. I always do that as well with my beauty blender. I like to grab a generous amount just to set my under eyes. And if you're wondering, I always use the Fit Me. There's not many drugstore things that I buy, but the Fit Me matte poreless finishing powder, I always buy. That's definitely, I have tried the Kat Von D, I've tried the Sephora brand of the, what you call it, translucent powder, and I have not liked it. I'm pretty oily, so here's the thing, is that when you feel like you're so oily, you cannot buy something that says hydrating because you're going to look like a greasy mess. Don't think that. This is going under your eye, which most of the time is drier skin. We over exfoliate all the time. I'm sure a lot of people over exfoliate, and our eyes underneath, our under eyes are always dry. I know mine are always on the drier side and everything. My T-zone is usually extremely oily. So if you think you cannot get the hydrating one, just trust me on this, you can. Next I'm going to go in with my palette, my Charlotte Tilbury palette, and do my bronzer really quick. I always like to drag a little bit of bronzer down just because right now we're going from winter to spring and summer, and I need to look like, or fake like, a little bit glowy, right? All right, so next I'm gonna go in with my Tarte blusher. And something new that I just bought is the Tattoo Studio, the little pin with the 3 little prongs. You see it? I actually really like it. My eyebrows are really light, so I just want to darken them a little bit. And I get the color soft brown, just so that, because I was getting the blonde when I used to get the Tattoo Studio wand, the little thing that looks like a lip gloss tip. And I found that using the blonde made my hairs look orangey looking. So instead of using that, I use the soft brown, which looks more natural. And I'll typically go in with a spoolie, and after it's dry, because it's a little bit wet still, and I'll blend it out. But the Tattoo Studio, the little prong thing, is pretty awesome. I like it. And my Thrive mascara. Wow, you see how much of a difference that is? If you think that this particular mascara is not working out for you, it's because you really do have to play around with it. As you can see, this eye, if I close it, it's a big mess. And it's because every time I blink, I'm transferring it. But this type of mascara, all you literally have to do is wipe it, and it comes right off on your skin. So no need to wet like the tip of a Q-tip or anything. I'm gonna put a little bit under my eyes. I didn't grab my other mascara, but I don't usually put this on my bottom lashes because it gets clumpy really easily on the bottom lashes for whatever reason. I don't really even know why it does that, but I do find that it's way harder to apply the Thrive mascara on the bottom lashes. Okay. All right, so now that everything else is done, I do like to go in with the Sugar Petal, just to give me a little tint on my lips. I don't usually put on lipstick, but I will put on the, it's like a glorified chapstick. And it gives me a little bit of color. It will fade in about an hour or maybe less than that. It's just for a little something. We're all wearing masks anyway, so nobody's gonna see my lips, and oh well. So let's see how this concealer does. I'm looking in the mirror behind my phone just to kind of look to see if it's settled, and not even in the creases here or my labial folds right here, it actually did really, really well. So I think it's a 2 thumbs up kind of concealer. I think we got a winner here. So if you haven't done so yet, like and subscribe to my channel. Help me grow. And if you're looking for anything that you want me to review, look, you know I give honest reviews. I don't even watch other people's reviews. I just go off of my own honest opinion on it. And this is the first time I ever opened it. As you can see, I never opened it before. I've only tried the other e.l.f. The newer, not the newer one, the older one. I've never tried the hydrating one before, so I didn't know. And there you have it. I think it blended really beautifully, and it hasn't settled in my fine lines and wrinkles, and it did cover pretty well. I can say I probably will have to go over my nose area just a little bit more, just because I can still see a little bit of redness. But other than that, under my eyes, came out really great. So 2 thumbs up. Till next time, bye.